Hey everyone, this is Mega400 here with more Yoshi story. I'm going to get the white shy guy because I realized at this point, there's no way I'm going to be able to find the black and white Yoshi eggs, so I'm just going to revive one of them, which happened to be the black Yoshi. That whole thing just screwed me up. It's threw me through a gigantic loop of death. Gigantic death. I really like this level. Not just, I mean, the music's great, of course, but the whole look, I just like it. It's a snow level, of course. I think one of the few snow levels in the game. I think it might be the only one, but there might be one more. I'm thinking though this is the only snow level. But yeah, the music's great. The look of the level looks awesome as well. See, that's the thing, I guess, is when you almost all of the songs in this game are remixes of the Yoshi tune, and yet they all sound different. They just all have their own sort of style, like you know what I mean? Like they're all the same song, yet they're not. And that's my thing, is if you're doing remixes of like the same song with the whole thing, I highly recommend, if you're doing that for like just in general for gamers. But if you're gonna do that, game designers should make it so that they essentially each, and I almost got close to beating that, that each song has its own feel. Like it's not just, okay, we're going to remix this song and we're just going to, you know, change this tune a little bit. Like the rap songs that from the last level was essentially the Yoshi theme, but it was so different that while it was the same tune, it just had its own feel to it, which is nice. That's how you should do. If you want the whole soundtrack to essentially be the same song in different styles, this is how you do it. Essentially, this is the best way. Yeah, I want. You can get it with an egg, or you can just fill up there. I just decided to go with an egg, and it took me a little while longer. Maybe there we go. Ah, egg. Do. Almost thought I fell there for a second. What else to talk about? Do I like swimming in the ocean? I do not like swimming in the ocean. I used to like swimming in general, and I used to swim in like lakes, because I don't live near the ocean. I live in New York, so I don't live near the ocean. But even, like, I don't like swimming in lakes. Like, the lakes are just so dirty and grimy. I wouldn't want to swim there anymore. Pools, I don't know, I'm not really into swimming at this point. I don't really enjoy it anymore. I've gotten quite a bit more lazy in terms of like athletics. Like I used to do swimming a lot. That's not to say that I don't do you know, exercise or not. I mean, just walking around campus as much, like in college. I mean, like people saying that freshman 15, you gain a ton of pounds. Well, to an extent, possibly, but if anything, for me, I lost weight. Like, I was heavy going into college, and then just walking around, that itself really helped me out. And yeah, I was lucky here. There's hearts under here. I almost died. Those black shy guys are throwing bombs, and you don't want to get hit by them, because bombs are not... I don't have enough rupees for those bombs. So yeah, let's see what else, what other topics were given. Why is Petal Meadows a great place to have a picnic? Because there's lots of spaghetti. And yeah, I could have done that bubble trick where hitting that 20 times. Now right here is where the white Yoshi egg is for this level. But as you can see, this is how I discovered that, yeah, because I definitely knew this is where the white Yoshi egg is. It's not here. There's usually like a bubble, a question mark bubble, where you can get the white Yoshi egg. It's not here. The other thing I was wondering is there a question mark, like, I don't know, was there a hint box over there? I didn't check it, but there might be a hint box that tells you, I guess the thing is, if there was no hint box there, and usually it tells you if there's a giant egg, then those also disappear. So then that means like the jelly pipe, there might have been a black Yoshi. If not, then yeah, there isn't one in jelly pipe. There's Poochie. So yeah, this level, Poochie and Nippy, is basically, there's Poochie, and then the cold makes it Nippy. I'm not sure why people say that phrase though. It's nippy out. I don't know. It's like I don't know. It's old term. And yeah, these guys are back too. Goonies from Goonie rides and stuff. From Yoshi's Island. Like that's I didn't realize how many. I didn't think there was as many Yoshi's Island enemies back as there was And Goonies look pretty cool. I said Raphael Raven, I like their look. I actually do. Goonies look pretty good in 3D as well. They sound annoying, but they look pretty cool. And yeah, if you want to get all the melons there, you'd have to push all 3 of those boxes together. A lot of those surprise boxes, you need, that's how you access a lot of the melons, those boxes. And you just need to push them together. Eat those tiki butterflies. What else to talk about? Favorite anime? I don't know. I was never into anime as in like anime, like watching anime because it's anime. Like I watched, of course, Dragon Ball Z. I watched Pokemon. I watched Digimon, all that stuff. But I wasn't into like Cowboy Bebop or any of that other Naruto, any of that. I wasn't into that. So in terms of favorite anime, probably I don't know, probably one of the Dragon Ball, Pokemon, one of those. I'm not sure why that gold sign is there. I couldn't figure out why it was there. So yeah, I'm not sure why exactly there's a gold sign there. I couldn't tell you. But yeah, favorite anime, yeah, I don't know. I really don't have like a favorite anime. In general, the thing is, anime itself is basically just cartoons made in Japan. So, to me, for me, I don't think about it as anime. I think of it as just another cartoon to an extent. Now, if I was to go into favorite cartoons, there are so many that I couldn't differentiate. I've been watching lately. I've actually been watching Cartoon Network old shows. Like I've been watching Sheep in the Big City, a great show. And at the time, I did horrible in the ratings because while adults watched it, adults who watch cartoons watched it. Kids didn't, because they didn't, and I can see exactly why, because if you watch it and you don't get any of the jokes, it's very, very dull. But a lot of it has a lot of humor, in terms of like literal humor, literary humor, a lot of that. And that's what, it's just hilarious if you get the jokes. Which I can understand, that's why a lot of animators today are making it very simple humor, but when your humor consists of people screaming and yelling and acting like moronic idiots with, that you would... I don't want to offend anyone, but like, yeah, I'm not gonna go there. But just idiots, just stupid, retarded stuff. Like all the stuff on Cartoon Network nowadays is just complete moronic. Now, kids, they'll find it funny. Why? Because there's not much to get. It's just screaming and yelling. I mean, it worked for Ren and Stimpy, it worked for SpongeBob. But the thing about those two is, they had structure to them. Stuff like Chowder and Flapjack, which I don't watch, I've just seen clips of. That just to me, that's just stupid. And there doesn't seem any structure. It's just we're gonna make a show about with a bunch of screaming and yelling and random crap, and kids are gonna find it funny, and they do. Which is sad that our children find it funny. That's why all kids should just go away forever. So but yeah, like Courage the Cowardly Dog, that's a hilarious show. I'm watching it again, it's great. Sheep in the Big City, that's when cartoons were great. The 90s were great. Now you could say, other people say no, the 80s were good. Maybe it's just, you know, when you grew up, that's what you'll find better. But all I say is whether or not the 80s or 90s or 70s are better for cartoons, the cartoons nowadays suck. This is Cloudjin, probably the hardest boss, I'd say. Why? Well, he's really not that hard, he only takes 3 hits. But so do all the other ones. But you have to dodge all these spike balls he throws down, which I did pretty well. He himself can't hurt you, to my knowledge. And you just have to be good at the platforming. So this is, I'd probably say, the hardest boss of the mini bosses of the 3, or the 4. Maybe the next one, but Inviso and Cloud and Candy. Well, no, Cloud and Candy is pretty difficult, but I don't know. I'd say Inviso's probably the Cloudjin's probably the hardest, maybe. Gee, there we go. We beat Cloudjin, and we beat the snow level, which is it's probably one of my favorite levels. I like it. It's enjoyable. But yeah, animation nowadays is just it's just sad. It's like, if kids are really finding this enjoyable, then no wonder people are so This is Mega Freak 400 reminding you never to enjoy those cartoons on Cartoon Network. They're just god-awful. I don't get how you could. If maybe someone can explain how you get them funny, and I can understand that it's very simple humor, but, like, seriously, to the animators, please, can you at least have a sense of, you know, dignity when making your cartoons? At least, you know, try to put effort into it. This is Mega Freak 400 reminding you to put effort into your cartoons.